6 tonight, many of you had to wait in long lines yesterday to vote. The Election Commission in Knox County says more people voted Tuesday on Election Day than did on Election Day in 2020 in the presidential election. 10 News reporter Vinay Simlot joins us. You spoke to election managers about just how many voters in Knoxville we saw, all the long lines and the delays. What was the response, Vinay?
John, midterm elections historically draw a low turnout, but they say this year about 17% more people voted in person on Election Day than did in 2020. Now, it's worth noting the 2020 election came in the midst of COVID.
The more people that are engaged, the better government we have.
And more people were engaged if they had the patience. At Ritta Elementary, Gibbs Elementary, and Bluegrass Elementary, voters complained their polling place ran out of ballots and long lines at Bearden Middle.
And some folks came out and they said, we don't have 2 hours. You know, we can't stay.
This year, voting sites at Chilhowie and Shannondale saw almost double the voters on Election Day as they had in 2020. In all, 10 precincts saw 50% more Election Day voters. 3 saw 80% more.
We did not expect to see the totals we've seen today. It is crazy.
In some polling places, every voter got the same ballot, and election officials tore them out of a book. Election Administrator Chris Davis says so many people voted, they ran out and had to use emergency ballots. In other polling places, voters got different ballots. Election officials printed them for each person. Davis says because of the demand, some polling places didn't have enough printers, and election officials had to bring more.
We have to be nimble enough to either get it there in no time or have it there already, ready to go up if we need it.
State Representative Gloria Johnson says she'd like people to wait no more than 5 minutes when they vote.
I want everybody who shows up at the polls to be able to vote.
The election administrator says they had challenges yesterday, but he's proud of everyone who waited in line. They got to vote and everyone got the correct ballot. He says if you'd like to avoid the Election Day rush, vote early. And he says he'll sit down with his team this year to see how they can avoid these challenges ahead of the next election. John?
Vinay Simlot with a recap. Thank you, Vinay.